Today we have a 2010 Land Rover LR2. We'll be replacing the starter. So the first thing we're going to do is go up here, remove this top cover that's located right here over the battery, disconnect the negative terminal. Once we do that, we're going to go under the vehicle. I don't have any lifts available today, so I'm just going to go right under. And we'll see the starter right there. So let's get under there and get to it. So I'm actually not going to jack up the car. I don't really feel like rolling the jack all the way out here. So I'm down here now. Pretty much the bolts, your socket you're gonna really need is a 13 and a 10. So after disconnecting the negative terminal with the number 10, I'm gonna come down here with a 13 and go ahead and disconnect this power cable. And there should be another wire behind it. I believe it's like a number 10 also for the sending wire, somewhere around here. But I'm gonna just remove this cable here with number 13, and then there will be two bolts, one over here and then one on the other side. I believe both of them are 13s. And just take all that out and bring it down and get a better view. Once I do, I'll give you all a view of that, and it should be a really simple job in and out. So let's get to it, getting this out. So here's my starter removed, the two 13s right there taken off, and then there's that 10mm, that sending wire that it said I should take out once I remove it. Little FYI, so it sits in this direction. This bolt is fairly easy to get to, however, not gonna lie, this one on the back side here, that one right there that would go there is a kind of a pain. I guess if you're working like me, you just get an extension, crowfoot, a wrench. I used one of these, little Matco, to break the bolt, and then once I broke it, just used my little ratchet here, shorter one that I normally use. I usually use on this size, to kind of back it out enough to where I could just use one of these. I basically have switching tools the whole time, but it's just the way I'm working. But like I said, you might be able to use an extension, about what, like 5-6 inch extension, or if you lift up the vehicle, you probably have more room. But like I said, I'm just gonna do it this way. So with that 10, I'll get this out the way and then get ready to put their new one in. So just easy in and out. So let me get the new one ready. All right, also I have the new starter here. Before I put this in, just give you a little FYI. This vehicle actually uses a Bosch starter. That is what the factory starter is and what you should be putting back in. However, the customer brought their own part, so this is a Duralast reman. Should be okay. If not, then they're paying extra for me to take it back out and put a new one in. But so what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna go ahead and put the sending wire on, the number 10 right here, just so I can see it. Because once you put it in, it goes in like so. You can't really, such as I didn't jack up the car, can't really see that part. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in, tighten it down, and then go ahead and put the starter bolt in, tighten it down in. There's also a little guide you can see there. Now, if I remember correctly, the specs is like 45 Newton meters, but to be honest, I'm just gonna put it in snug. You don't really have to torque it down since it's not a gasket thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in, get this in first, and then we're gonna get the power wire in, which is number 13. So 10, 13, two bolts with 13s. I'm just gonna pop this in, just basically the opposite of how I took it out, and then we'll get it started. Let's go. So to give you a little view down here, I went ahead and tightened the sending wire, and I'm gonna put it back like so when I get it all together. But I haven't put in the bolts in yet. I just want to give you all this view here. So you see that stud there, it's gonna fit right in there. Just let it set it in, like so. And then I'm gonna evenly tighten both of the bolts on both ends here, those two 13s on both sides, to make sure everything goes in smoothly. Once I do that, swing this around, put it back in. So let's go ahead and get that done. So my new starter is installed here. Went ahead and put that power wire back in. Just make sure to clip this back in, just to kind of cover it up. So, and then there's little clips for the sending wire here around. I'm probably gonna zip tie just to keep it extra secure. So now we're just gonna go back up top, put the ground cable back on the battery and start her up. So that's it. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please like and subscribe. More videos to come.